Hey guys, so I thought that I would sit down and have a chat with you guys regarding the topic of how I became a makeup artist. I've been wanting to make this video for a while because I feel like it could help a lot of people and I just never got around to do it, so I am finally sitting down and let's have a chat. I also just wanted to say I haven't got anything written down, so if I am a bit kind of scrambly and if I keep like kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, then I apologize, but it's just because things are coming to me as I'm speaking, so yeah. And also I did film a tutorial on this look that I am wearing on my face right now, which would have already been uploaded by now, so I'll have that link down below for you guys. And I just want to set a disclaimer, I'm going to be brutally honest in this video. I'm going to tell you exactly the struggles that, you know, I went through when I was trying to become a makeup artist. And by making this video, I'm not saying that if you follow every single step that I do, you are guaranteed to get a job. You are guaranteed to make a living off this. This is just my story. This is how I became a makeup artist, so to speak. And yeah. So it all started when I was about 15 years old. I was super into makeup because I was watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and it's funny because before I even watched anyone on YouTube, I was pulled more towards fashion and hair than I was to makeup. Like makeup was like the last thing that I thought I would be doing. But at the time I was watching a lot of Pixie Woo, a lot of Beauty Crush, a lot of Gigi Gorgeous, and I was like, oh my god, like this looks like so much fun, I just want to do it. I did a short course when I was in year 11, which is like the second last year of high school. So I was doing VCE and I was doing this course. So where I studied was at Elite Hair and Makeup Academy here in Melbourne. Basically, it was just like a very kind of basic course. It went over, you know, blush goes here, and this is how to do eyeliner, this is how to do eyeshadow, these are how you pick your colors, foundations and concealers, and how to conceal this and how to conceal that. It's very basic. I kind of built everything off of that. So I did that course that lasted about 10 weeks. It was once a week at nighttime for like 3 hours. So it was perfect. I could still go to school during the day and then come home and do it once a week. So I found that course so much fun. Justine is amazing. Justine, I know you're watching this video because you watch my videos, so hey. So after doing that course, I just fell in love with makeup even more. So I started volunteering on photo shoots and video shoots and runway shows and stuff like that. And that's basically how I kind of started everything off. I started off just by volunteering my work. I tried getting as many clients to do at home, or if I could go to someone else's house to do their makeup. I was freelancing like that. It wasn't anything consistent and a lot of it was voluntary. Now at the time, I didn't know how much I should be pricing myself in terms of clients coming to my house to do their makeup. When I was studying, I was told that I should be charging at least $80 or $90 to do makeup. Sorry, my lashes is a bit geogun and I just want to fix it up. So I wasn't sure how much I should be charging because I feel like $90 was a lot of money, and basically the way that I thought of it was if my work doesn't look as if it was walking out of Napoleon Purtis or walking out of a MAC counter, then I shouldn't be charging that much money. Obviously, those brands are making money just by selling product as well, so that's why their cost is so low. But anyway, so at the time I was charging about $40 or $50 for makeup. So I basically did that until the end of year 12. So I didn't do my VCE exams for year 12 because I knew that I wanted to do makeup. I knew that I wanted to study makeup. And during this time as well, I was applying for jobs. I was going for interviews. I wasn't getting jobs. Did an interview for Benefit, for Kryolan, for Napoleon Purtis, for Maya, for MAC, and they said no to me all like 5 times. And also, I just wanted to point out, the reason why I didn't get the job at MAC the first time was because I really struggled with doing a bold lip, like doing a red lip, doing a dark lip. It was just a mess. But yeah, so that's why I didn't get the job at MAC. Yeah, so I was denied all 5 times. I was shattered, you guys, because I was like, why am I not getting these jobs? Like, I'm putting everything that I have into this. This is my passion. This is what I love. This is what I want to do, and these people are saying no. So part of me was like, oh my god, like I'm not getting these jobs, crying. The other part of me was like, fuck them, I'm going somewhere else. I made a connection with a girl called Michelle. I met her at my first runway show, and she was like the lead makeup artist, and I was just like her assistant. So I was like the bitch, basically. And at the time, she was working at Benefit in Maya, Melbourne, in smack bang the middle of the city. I got an inbox from her one night and she's like, hey, do you want a job? And I was just like, oh my god, like what the, like yes, of course. And then she basically said to me, okay, bring in your resume, have good brows, and come tomorrow. And I was just like, Shit, okay, fine. My resume was just like a very basic resume. Like, I've worked here, these are my skills, these are my attributes, this is my work experience, this is my employment, these are my referees. Like, it's very, very basic. I didn't have like a crazy makeup artist like portfolio or anything like that. So the next day I went with my resume and I went and applied for the job, and the manager was like, hey, awesome, we've got interviews running tomorrow. Do you want to come and, you know, do it tomorrow? And I said, yes, no worries. Went the next day, got the job, worked there for 3 months, and then I went to Napoleon Purtis. I did the interview, smashed the interview, got the job. When I was working at Benefit, I started to make friends with people at the Mac counter because I knew that working at Mac was where I wanted to be. Like, working at Mac was my life goal, you guys. Like, that was like everything to me. If I could work at Mac, oh my god, like dreams come true. I was making friends with the managers there, and I made friends with a few of the people who work there. And I told them that, and I inboxed the manager, Danny, hey Danny, on Instagram, and I was like, hey, just letting you know, like, because we kind of spoke back and forth. So I said, hey, I got a job at Napoleon, I'm so excited, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, okay, you'll be getting a call from us soon. And I was just like, what, are you serious? And so then probably 3 days later, I had just started my uni course, which I'll go into later. So a few days later, I got a call from the recruiter at Mac, and she said, hey Jacob, we want you here. And I was just like, fuck. Because I had just accepted this job at Napoleon, so I was being transferred from Maya Melbourne to Maya High Point. And then I had to be transferred from High Point back to Maya Melbourne. And I had just accepted the job at Napoleon, and I had 3 days till I started at Napoleon. And then Mac called me, so I had to go back to Mac. And I was just in such like a weird place. I was like, do I take this offer at Mac, like my dream job, or do I do the ethical thing and kind of stay where I just got the job and that's it? So I spoke to a few people, and they basically just said, Jacob, what the fuck is wrong with you? Go to Mac. So I ended up taking the job at Mac, and the rest is history. I started working there for about 1.5 years I was there for. And now let's move on to my education. As soon as I started at Vic Uni, which is where I started studying my Diploma of Makeup Services, that's when I had just gotten the job at Mac. So I was working at Mac, and I was at university as well. Uni was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Mac was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they are full days, mind you. They're like 8-hour days for both things, like 8 hours at uni and 8 hours at Mac. It was so hard to juggle both and not have a mental breakdown, because as you guys know, I struggle with anxiety as it is already, and it was just really hard, and there was so much pressure. So it came to a time, I had been there for about 2 months at Vic Uni and 2 months at Mac, I guess, and I was hating uni. I really was. I hated the whole course. I wasn't learning anything. The only thing that I enjoyed was hair, because hair was the only thing that actually challenged me and was the only thing that actually forced me to do something that I hadn't done before, and it forced me to push myself and to learn how to do something and to keep on practicing it. Whereas with the whole makeup part of it, and hair was 1 day a week and makeup was 2 days a week, the whole makeup part of it, it was all stuff that I had already done before, and it was stuff that I could have learnt off YouTube. So it's safe to say that I did my uni course on YouTube because I knew how to do everything that they were teaching us. I knew how to color match. I knew how to, I mean, I guess that comes with the experience that was like when I was working at Benefit as well. But anyway, so I knew how to color match. I knew how to do eyeshadow. I knew how to blend. I knew what my brushes did. I knew all of that. I knew how to do special effects. So I really didn't see a need to stay at Victorian University because I was working hard at Mac and I was learning so much more at Mac. I was learning from artists who do Fashion Week and who do runway shows and do video shoots and freelance, and I was learning so much from these people where I worked, where I earned money, and then I was learning nothing from the place where I was throwing my money at, if that makes any sense. So I thought, I'm leaving Vic Uni because I'm learning so much more here at Mac and I'm earning money, like why the fuck not? So that's exactly what I did. So I quit Vic Uni and I started working pretty much full-time hours at Mac, and it was honestly one of the best experiences I've ever had. And working at Mac increased my confidence and my abilities and my technique times a fucking million. And I do not regret leaving Vic Uni at fucking all. Like, bye bitch, I'm done. Well, especially being in the middle of the city, I worked with a lot of tourists, drug addicts, Not even joking. And then you get some absolutely lovely people. Now, it is retail, so you do have to remember that not everyone's gonna be lovely, not everyone's gonna be as excited to be there as you are or as you will be. If I have a couple of tips for you guys, volunteer, talk to people. Social media is the most amazing thing ever because it's who you know at the end of the day, which really sucks. But I feel like it's that way with a lot of industries now. Just network yourself, put yourself out there, create little business cards, go around, hand them out to your friends, get your friends to hand them out to their friends and their work friends and leave them on the table at work and stuff like that. Just if you can just get as much experience as you can, you're good. Also, watching a shit ton of YouTube videos really does pay off. You don't need a makeup degree to become a makeup artist. I know that it's a really controversial topic right now, especially, but I really don't feel like you need to because I'm a self-taught makeup artist. I taught myself how to do this. If you're really, really not confident and you do want to have that degree behind you, then by all means do it, like you do you, boo-boo. But I just personally, for me, I don't think that it was necessary, that's all. I mean, look, if it wasn't for me working at Benefit, Mac wouldn't have called me, let's face it, because they obviously want people who have experience. So I feel like if you guys had a certificate behind you or like a diploma behind you and then you went into a Mac counter and applied for a job, you'd probably have just as equal of a chance as I would have when I had just finished working at Benefit. I hope that makes sense. I just really hope this whole video makes sense. But that is how I became a makeup artist. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. If you have any video requests, let me know down below in the comments and I will definitely get around to doing that. I feel like I've just spoken for like an hour. I just want to thank you guys so much for everything. You guys are amazing. I love you guys to bits. Thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, please remember to rate it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to follow me on my Twitter and Instagram @andthat'sjacob, and my Snapchat is right here on the screen for you guys. Thank you guys for watching once again, and I will see you in my next video. See you guys. Okay, so this is the third time that I've tried filming this fucking video now. Both times I didn't even plug in the microphone and now it just got pointed out to me and now... Hey guys, so I just wanted to start off this video by saying that I am not a drug user. I've never done drugs, I've never tried